welcome back. We are two dope boys on a porch, aka two hens in a mud pen. It's the new year.
Why are the hens in the mud pen? Because that's typically pig behavior.
Yeah, they're mucking about.
They're mucking about. Okay.
Yeah. That's all I've got about that. That's all the information I have on the hens for now.
Yeah, we'll come back to the hens.
Yeah, we'll report back with our hen findings.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a new year.
New year.
We are shooting this after the new year.
Yeah, new year, new us.
So,
what an exciting time to be alive in the decay of an empire.
Yeah, but we still have some albums to review, so we're gonna be
even in the midst of a decaying colonial empire. Yeah. There's still music.
Music being made,
and a lot of it's pretty good too.
Yeah, and we're gonna be cranking them bad boys out.
Mm-hmm.
One thing about us,
we crank it.
We crank hard.
Know this about the two dope boys on the porch. We fucking crank it hard.
We crank it hard.
We crank it so hard.
We crank it crazy style.
We crank it crazy style. We crank that shit like nobody else is cranking it. Soulja Boy ain't got shit on us. He's not cranking it like we're cranking it.
Yeah, he was the first one to crank it.
He was the first one to crank it.
He was the first one to
He actually discovered masturbation.
Yeah.
Which was pretty awesome.
Oh, that's what we were talking about?
Oh. I mean, I was talking about the hit Soulja Boy single, Crank That. Yeah.
But yeah, what do we have on the docket, the agenda for this week?
We're going to do what we do every single week on a very consistent release schedule. What we do is...
Let's fog up my glasses.
Hell yeah. We take two albums. We take a current release album from this year, which is a little bit fucked up right now because we're in transition between the years.
Yeah.
But we take a current release album and we talk about it, kind of listen to it, talk about how it made us feel. And we take an older album. We go through Rate Your Music's genres. And we pick a random one, then we pick a random subgenre, then we pick a random album.
Yeah.
And then we talk about it and just kind of give our thoughts on it, our impressions. And right now, we're going to do that for the albums we have prepared for right now, this week.
What is next up on the chopping block?
What we have right now is the 2024 release from, as NPR dubbed him, urban poet, Kendrick Lamar. Do you know about that?
No.
They wrote it. It might not have been NPR, but it was some like lib-ass news organization that wrote an article about urban poet Kendrick Lamar.
Oh no!
It was exact. But we are talking about GNX by Kendrick Lamar, the surprise 2024 release from the man himself. The man himself. You've probably heard of him. He's pretty good.
Mr. Super Bowl halftime show.
Mr. Super Bowl halftime show. Mr. Morale.
Yeah.
Mr. Big Stepper.
Yeah.
Mr. Damn. Mr. To Pimp a Butterfly.
Mr. Good Kid, Mad City.
Mr. Good Kid and Mr. Mad City.
Yeah.
And Mr. Section 80. And Mr. The Heart Parts 1 through 6.
Yeah. GNX. It's out now.
Mm-hmm.
It was...
on all streaming platforms. Get it wherever you get your music.
We work for Kendrick. We work for Mr. Dot.
Mr. Dot. There's a kid on my football team whose nickname was K. Dot.
That's cool.
That was cool. He was really chill. He was in my mom's Spanish class too, and he was a super chill guy. Kendrick, if you're listening, K. Dot. Oh, shout out. Mr. Lamar, if you're also listening, shout out.
Yeah.
But Kendrick from I'm not. Yeah, shout out.
Shout out. So yeah, what'd you think of GNX? Fun little surprise, little sweet treat.
I mean, first off, we don't need to really give you the history of this album. You either know it or you should know it. It just came out. Surprise album. You know, we're not the guys to give you the rundown on the Drake-Kendrick beef, but you know all the backdrop of this. We're here to just talk about the record because that's kind of all we can really speak to. Mm-hmm. And it is a phenomenal record. Yeah. This record blew me away. Yeah. Because I was not ready for this album. I was not expecting it as everybody else was. Nobody was expecting this. It came out, I believe, the 22nd of November.
Something like that.
And I think I found out, I was in class at 11 a.m. and you texted me yo, Kendrick dropped?
Yeah. It confused me because it just popped up on my Spotify.
Yeah.
And I was like, really?
Wait, for real? And it's so fun because Kendrick is having one of the years of all time in hip-hop, even before this record came out. And then this record came out, and it's phenomenal. It's got everything you'd want out of a Kendrick project. Yeah. It's kind of a back-to-basics record for him.
Yeah, and I know he had talked about a lot, I know it was kind of a main theme on Mr. Morale, of, making music that his, people in his neighborhood would bump, and, not... he kind of is leaning away from like being a really like, I mean, obviously he's a great writer and he's proven that, but he's like not a little bit more, I think, shifting to like kind of he wants to make hits, and that's really fun to see him try to do that. And he's, because people didn't really think, they're like, oh yeah, Kendrick, like, but there was a lot of discourse about like Kendrick can't make a real hit. Yeah. And then like
they dropped the biggest hit of the summer.
Yeah. Yeah. And then he dropped a whole album of just hits.
Yeah. So bangers on bangers on bangers. And also it's really fun because lyrically it's so direct a lot of times, and he's really like, I mean, he says, I forget the exact lyric, but he says like he wants the listener to feel this. Yeah. This is meant to be very direct. And for a guy who shows a lot of subtlety in his writing often and has shown himself to be so good and gifted at that side of the writing, he's just also really good at the super direct, punchy stuff. Yeah. And I think it plays very well with his ability to change vocal cadences, as he's done so often throughout his career. Yeah. But his ability to just sound gruffer or more high-pitched and strained, like, really plays well with these super direct, punchy lyrics. Yeah. And also the really punchy G-Funk that shows up in this album, produced by none other than Jack Antonoff.
Who would have thought after, like, all love to Jack Antonoff. I think he's a great producer, and I think when he works with the right artist, like Kendrick, or, I mean...
Or Taylor Swift.
Even some of the old Taylor Swift songs, really well produced. But I think when he works with someone that really has a vision, he does the producer role perfectly with getting that vision across. I think that's kind of the main thing that a producer should be there to do. A producer shouldn't make your album, but a producer should be able to bring your vision for an album to life. Yeah. And I'm kind of going on a tangent about Mr. Antonoff here.
No, we're in producer tangent.
We're in producer tangent mode, but he hasn't been really getting the best visions, or like people haven't been giving him a lot to work with.
What was the Taylor record? Tortured Poets Department? Yeah, that shit was so ass. And and like it sounded terrible. Like it just sucked. Yeah, and like it was real. Like especially compared to like the excellent work he did on whatever the Lana record was named. There's a Tunnel Under Ocean Boulevard and something. Like it was very weird to see him put such lackluster efforts into the two Taylor records that just came out, or like whatever the other one was. That's so beyond me, man. But like, it's like the work he does on GNX is so good.
And I don't even know if it's a lackluster effort thing. I think it's almost more of just like, I think it's really just more of like an artistic thing. Yeah. I think he's just like he can bring an artist's vision to life, and if the artist doesn't have a good idea, it's gonna not like it's like you already set yourself up for failure. He can't fix that, and it's not his job to fix that.
There's so much cool shit he's doing on this record, and you could probably speak to like some of the technical things he's doing a lot better. Yeah. But like simply put, this record just has that ass. It's got that groove, it's got that bass, it's got that punch, and it just like makes you just kind of lock into it as soon as you first start listening to it. Songs like, I mean, even like from the first bit,
Whacked Out Murals.
The synths and Whacked Out Murals. And that's also like it pairs so well with that really like dry, punchy Kendrick delivery that he does on that one.
And
he's almost doing a Pusha T cadence on this one. Like he gets into that shit that like Pusha T loves doing. And it's really cool.
And the production is still like, it's so well, like the bass lines are so tight and everything is so like well produced, but it still has the feel of like that kind of like West Coast like home producer, like this guy was just cooking up in his basement or something, like even though it obviously was definitely recorded in a studio, and like he just like captured that really like, I don't know, there's a really authentic feel to it.
Yeah, and that's super impressive because it would be really easy for artists of Kendrick's stature with all those resources to make something that just sounds very polished and inauthentic. Yeah. And to maintain the polish and the authenticity on the production side is incredible. Yeah. It's got that thing we've talked about on the show before about like background vocals. Yeah. It just kind of sounds like there's another dude in the studio just shouting and cheering on. And it's definitely, it has that feel. And a lot of that is up to Antonoff's like production chops, but it's also a lot to Kendrick's vocal delivery. His ability to just change characters just at like drop of a hat and just create a whole new persona with a completely new inflection on his voice.
What was your favorite track on this album?
My favorite track, we had the same favorite one, so I picked a new one. but I picked Hey Now because the beat is just insane, and it's I
really like that verse too. I forget his name.
Dodie Six.
Dodie Six.
Yeah, really good.
I hadn't heard of Dodie Six before, and I kind of want to check him out because that's a really cool verse.
Yeah, really good verse. It's like coming in on a Kendrick song and holding your own is impressive.
Yeah,
he's a hard guy to feature for. Yeah, because it's so easy to just get stomped out of the water by him, like vocally, and to like. There's a lot of.
It's cool to see someone too like Dodie Six, where it's like I've never heard of him.
Yeah,
I've never listened to his music before, but he sounds great on this album, and Kendrick somehow found him.
Yeah, so many of the guys on this record are just like. Unheralded, like of course, like SZA's on this record, but like there's a lot of just unheralded artists. I want to shout out the Deira Barrera, the lady doing the vocalizations in between. Yeah. She's wonderful. Apparently, Kendrick found her performing at like a Dodgers game. Yep. And like she just has such a cool part on this record. Yeah. And I don't even
know if I said my favorite track.
Oh yeah,
it's Squabble Up.
Squabble Up.
Squabble Up.
That's oh my god, it's so cool.
It's one of the two big hits on the album. That one and TV Off.
TV Off, and another incredible song.
Squabble Up has just got that like the sampling, the bounciness of it. Yeah. Yeah, it's fun.
It's got the really great like little synth line like once it hits the main thing. Oh, it's so good. Also, there's so many other good tracks on this thing too. Like, it's such a well-sequenced album. Like, it's not just like it is a lot of hits, but it flows together as it works so well musically. Like the slower songs, like Luther, Man of the Garden, Gloria, just really great songs.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that the other day with like the sequencing of this album is perfect.
Yeah, it just flows so well, which is cool from Kendrick because I think Mr. Morale was a great record, but it was a bit of a mess. Yeah. And I think that's kind of the consensus on it. When it hits, it hits. But there's some songs that are kind of duds on that one. Yeah. And also songs that just don't flow well. This one is so tight and smooth in a way that Kendrick really hasn't done, in my opinion, since like T-Pab. Yeah. Because Damn's great, but Damn is also ones that I kind of like. It's not my favorite Kendrick.
It's not my favorite. This falls, like, everyone talks about what's their favorite Kendrick, and this falls right behind, out of big albums, because I don't usually include Section 80 or Untitled Unmastered.
Oh, I love Untitled Unmastered.
Because that one's up there.
That's, like,
This one falls, if I'm doing big albums, this one falls right behind Good Kid, Mad City for me. It's probably
what's your top
number 3 spot? T-Pab.
Okay.
It's the boring answer.
That's my top answer, too, yeah. Two white guys agree exactly about their Kendrick album listings. Yeah. Hot off the presses. Come see it. Yeah. Two white guys agree that T-Pab is a good record. Yeah. That is
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
But, yeah. That's what. Oh yeah, what did you think about this?
Oh, this record is a check for me. Definitely trending best. It's a fantastic record.
Yeah,
it's so great. It is essential listening. Yeah. It's so great.
Yeah. It's Kendrick. When Kendrick drops,
it's essential.
People listen.
He is the art. Like, he is probably going to be one of the most remembered artists of the 20th century, 21st century. And, like, this just adds on to a catalog that was already iconic.
Yeah. He has that effect where it's like, when he drops, everyone just puts down whatever they're doing and listens to Kendrick. Yeah. It's like, I don't know. I feel like so many people, even, like, people that are into all different types of stuff just realize how great he is.
He's so undeniable, even if you're not into hip-hop. He's so undeniably great. And there's just stuff. And, like, we were talking about Tyler's run with Chromacopia, about how wonderful the past couple albums have been. Kendrick's been doing this since, I mean, Section 80 was incredible. That was, what, 2012?
2012, I think.
2012? Yeah. Like, he has not put out a bad album. And Good Kid, Mad City and T-Pab are some of the greatest rap albums ever. Yeah. People love Damn. Like, Damn's an incredible record. Like, Mr. Morale. Like, I mean, what do you even say about that? Yeah. It's such an we're so lucky to have an artist like Kendrick.
Yeah. And my score. I didn't.
Sorry.
I'm gonna give it a 4. And definitely recommend because I don't know. Everyone should listen to it.
Yes. It's the culture, baby.
It is. It really is.
Yeah.
It's a 4. It's just like solid solid K dot.
Yeah. It's so fascinating to think how long he can keep this going.
Probably
which is kind of I don't really love that framing of it by me.
Yeah.
because like I don't want to think of it in that, but it's like so exciting to think that he's just keep continuing to do this.
I almost hope he takes the Andre 3000 route.
Just fucks off for like 20 years and makes a flute record.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think like Kendrick would have a fire flute if like just teams like Wait, what's the tweet that's like it's not about Kendrick, but it's like, man, I'm so excited for such and such rapper to like.
Oh yeah, it's time for jazz.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't wait for Kendrick to start his conscious hip hop jazz record, The Alchemist or whatever. Yeah. But no, Kendrick Lamar, good. All right, Nick, you want to do the next one?
Yeah, let's rip it.
All right. The next record we had, our randomly selected record, was the genre New Orleans R&B, and we selected 1974's Rejuvenation by the Meetas. The Meetas are an absolutely iconic funk band from New Orleans, Louisiana. It features, at least on this record, Ziggy Modelside on drums, Art Neville on keys, Leo Nocentilli on guitar, George Porter Jr. On bass, and Alan Toussaint producing. The Meetas were one of the original funk bands alongside like Sly and the Family Stone and James Brown, and they were the backing band for a lot of really phenomenal New Orleans artists such as Lee Dorsey, Robert Palmer, and Dr. John. And their stuff was never quite as critically acclaimed at the time, but they were just an absurdly talented band that kept on going forever and made some absolutely wonderful hits. And they are just a fantastic band, and they are absolutely just iconic. And Rejuvenation is typically regarded as one of their biggest records, one of their most complete. And yeah, Aiden, what did you think of Rejuvenation by the Meetas?
Really good.
Yeah,
it's just smooth. It's like such an easy listen.
Yeah.
It's one that I could like just throw on anytime, especially it would be a good one to get on vinyl.
Yeah,
I love the Meetas vinyl. Just like I don't know, it was just like such a nice listen. We listened to it again in the car the other day. Yeah. And it was just like I don't know. There's not much I can say about it.
Yeah.
It's kind of just like. I mean, I don't think it's. Perfect is not the I think the right word, but I think like it fits the spot. It fits its niche.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like, I don't know, if you want to hear some really good funk music, it's just like the Meetas will never do you wrong.
Oh yeah, like I don't think you can put on this record and have a bad time to it. And you're so right. It just perfectly fills that niche. It's got that New Orleans feel with the really nice vocals, and it's just got that. It's got that funk, really fantastic guitar and bass playing. It just does everything right, and it's so great. And it is. You're right again. There's not all that much to say about it because it's like you know what funk is. You want to listen to some really great funk. Listen to the Meetas, and that just kind of speaks for itself. Not that much to say about it. Just great band, great funk record.
Yeah.
What was your favorite track?
I'll say this. I think if you want to get into the genre of funk, the Meetas is a great spot to start.
Yeah.
I think they have, because you can get pretty weird with funk, and I think they have some really good, just like accessible, especially if you like soul music.
Yeah.
And R&B.
It's a lot closer to the soul music than like Parliament Funkadelic. Yeah.
Dipping your toes into the Meetas with some like some funky bass lines is a great way to go.
Yeah, and it's not quite as weird as like Sly and the Family Stone, or at least like later Sly and the Family Stone was.
Yeah.
And this is like, this is just what funk is. Like,
if you look up funk in the dictionary,
it's the Meetas.
It's the Meetas.
Like there's some
So I think I'm gonna give this one a 4 as well.
Wait, what was your favorite track?
Oh, my favorite track? I forgot what
I didn't write yours down either. I didn't even ask you. We've got People Say Love Is For Me, Just Kiss My Baby, What You Say, Jungle Man, Hey Pocky Away, It Ain't No Use, and then wasn't it Loving You Is On My Mind?
Loving You Is On My Mind.
Yeah, 8th track, really cool piano part if I remember correctly. Yeah.
A little more soul-driven one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
It was a good track.
My favorite was It Ain't No Use, the 7th track, because that was like the 10-minute jam one.
Yeah.
And like I kind of just love a good like funk jam song.
Oh yeah.
When they kind of just let it ride. Like what's the one? Papa Was a Rolling Stone by the Temptations. Yeah. Great song. But where they just kind of let the groove ride. Really good stuff. Yeah.
What'd you think of this album?
This one's a check. This one's just such a solid record. And this is
Yeah, record. I'm gonna give this one a 4, and I'm gonna give it a recommend. I think people need more funk in their life.
Everybody needs that funk.
You need a little funk in your life.
Everybody needs some ass in their life.
Yeah. So, yeah, give it a listen.
Yeah.
Check it out.
I feel like I'm stepping on your toes a lot today. I feel like
really.
I feel like I'm not. I feel like I'm. We need to. I need to find the podcasting groove again. It's a new year, new me.
Yeah.
And this new me is out of practice.
Ooh, yeah. We're a little rusty.
Yeah. We switched sides, and now I'm like confused.
Yeah.
I'm all disoriented.
Yeah.
I start running around like I'm like a dog like with a stick, like trying to go through a fence, and I just keep running into
like a little pug.
Yeah, I can't breathe right because I've been like bred to like be a disgusting freak of a like dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like, and I'm gonna like
you're
die
running around with
your
little stick and like hit run into the door frame.
I'm like slobbering because my mouth doesn't work correctly, and like. Yeah, I'm like, pugs are really close to body horror when you think about it.
They're so cute.
They're so cute, but like, dude, it's so horrific what happened to them.
Freaky little pug.
Freaky little pug.
Yeah. Yep. Sometimes the pugs will hit you with like a crazy little like beady eye stare, and like that's when you like you're like, oh, you're so cute, and then he hits you with this like, and like this crazy stare.
Could you hit that one towards the camera for me?
And you're like he hits you with these little beady eyes, and like this freakish nature. Yeah. And you're like, oh my god, you are a monstrosity.
Yeah. Oh my god, God did not create you, and you should not exist. Like, I'm so sorry you have to live this hellish existence. Yeah. But that thing is disturbing.
But look at the tennis ball, though.
Ooh, look at the
fun tennis ball.
Fun tennis ball. Or not. It was. This is like, you know how Georgia's mascot Uga like dies every like 4 years. It's like a genetic monstrosity. Yeah. Poor thing, man. They're on like Uga like 16 or something like that. They're dropping like flies.
17's coming next year.
They get a new one every year. Yeah. It's like I don't think I've told you this, but like Baylor, the university, back in like the 20s had like a live bear. And there's a website that tells you all about like every death that happened to the bears because they did heinous shit to those bears, like like terrible. They would feed it like Dr. Pepper sometimes, and then other times they would like, what if we got another bear? And then the other bear would eat the other bear, like just straight up. There's one time where like a bear accidentally hung itself on its chain.
That's Baylor activity.
Yeah, it is Baylor activity.
They suck.
I fuck with Baylor. I like Baylor. Not the animal abuse. That's bad. Yeah. But they had Robert Griffin III. Those teams were really fun. I like Dave Aranda. Their head coach is good. They have good jerseys. Boo. They're fun. I like Baylor. They play good defense.
Boo Baylor.
They got the good jerseys.
Boo Baylor. Baylor. Blue Blabler.
I don't think there's a Texas team I really dislike outside of like Texas and Texas A&M, of course.
What about Texas Tech? They suck.
I fuck with Texas. Texas Tech's awesome. Are you kidding me?
No, you don't.
Dude, they're so cool.
Texas Tech's lame.
They had Michael Crabtree when like Mike Leach was running the offense there.
North Texas is fine.
North Texas is awesome. They're the Mean Green. They have like a cool jazz program there. Yeah. We love North Texas.
But like there's one true Texas team. We all know.
Yeah. And it's SMU. SMU is also cool.
SMU is the least cool team.
SMU is so cool. They did so much coke in the 80s, dude. Like, that's so sick. They, like, were the first team to, like, just be like, fuck it. We're just going to pay everybody. And
they just they're terrible.
That's awesome.
They were the original Ohio State.
That's so cool.
No, it's not. And dude, TCU is way better.
You're on the side of the NCAA not paying workers? That's crazy.
Yes, I am. I'll die on the hill.
Workers' rights, and then like also taking that a step further to just giving 18-year-olds like gold Mustangs and a bunch of coke. That shit's so cool.
I mean, TCU is doing the same thing. They weren't sneaky about it.
They weren't on the SMU level. No.
Well, yeah, SMU was. SMU's like the Frenchie of the college football world.
Like the Bulldog.
The Bulldog.
Okay. Yeah.
They're just like a disgusting little freak monstrosity.
Yeah. No, SMU's cool.
No, they're not.
SMU's cool, Texas Tech is cool, TCU is
if you go to SMU, you're not cool.
UTSA is cool. I know somebody that goes to UTSA. Somebody from my church goes there. Go Roadrunners.
Okay, UTSA.
They're cool. They're the Roadrunners. How can you not like UTSA?
I like UTSA.
Yeah. Houston's pretty cool. I fuck with them. Fine. Let's go through every single college football team and talk about how much we like them. That'd be good radio. This is what the people want.
Yeah, so what about Bowling Green?
I fuck with Bowling Green.
I love Bowling Green.
They had a really cool tight end this year. Kevin, I forget his name. It's like Fannin. I think it's Kevin Fannin Jr. And he's probably going to go in the first round this year. He was fucking sick. He's good. Cool. Other than that, nothing about Bowling Green. I don't know anything about him. Hey, I fuck with Western Kentucky.
Western Kentucky?
Yeah.
They're alright, yeah.
They're so cool. You know they're only like an hour away from us?
Really?
I need to get up to a game.
I guess, Louisville's.
Do you know their women's basketball team is called? The Lady Toppers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
Good
Jack's
stuff.
Tracks?
Yeah, Jack's Tracks. I'm pulling an audible, too.
Oh, you're pulling audible?
Yep.
Crossing out. Alright. Do you want to go first?
I guess. I've got it right here.
Hit it.
I started to show you this the other day, but you didn't get to listen to the whole thing.
Okay.
It's got a mean bass line that's going to sound so cool in these headphones.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah, this is Life by Saba. This has been around for a while. If you're into this... the people who are listening that are into this side of hip-hop, like the Denzel Curry sphere, I feel like it is.
Okay.
The Kenny Mason, Denzel Curry.
I get down with this sphere.
Yeah.
I like this sphere.
We'll know this track. It's great. Saba's cool. Big Saba fan. Yeah, it's got a mean bass line. It's a fun song. I recently re-listened to it because I used to listen to it a lot in high school and middle school. So
hell yeah.
Yeah. This is Life by Saba. Boom.
Boom. It was Life by Saba.
Life by Saba.
That was cool.
That was good.
Yeah.
The whole album's really good.
Hell yeah. I don't know much about Saba, but like the uprights, like switching the bass line from an upright to an 808 midway through, fucking sick. He hits a lot of really crazy flows on that one.
Oh yeah.
He's got a very Kendrick cadency, and he also like there's a weird switch that's like a softcore JPEG Mafia switch.
Oh yeah.
About like 30 seconds in. But like the bit at the end is so Kendricky.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's really good.
Yeah. That bass line is just like
boom,
boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, it's nasty.
That's what really gets stuck in your head.
Yeah.
But no, it's just really well written, really well performed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. I love that song.
That's so sick. I definitely see why it's in like the Denzel Curry sphere.
Yeah,
that makes a lot of sense.
It like you can hear like Kenny Mason was definitely listening to Saba.
Oh yeah.
Because this was
how old is that?
I think this is 2016.
Really? Okay.
Let me look. I'm gonna do a little research real quick.
Doing some live podcast research.
2018.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that song's really good. Calligraphy is the other one that I really like off that album.
Okay. Heck yeah.
Yeah. Check out Saba.
I didn't tell you my song, did I?
Yeah, you did.
I did?
Yeah.
You got it?
I don't have it queued up.
Okay.
You told me, I forgot.
Okay. My song is Birds of a Feather by Kind of Like Spitting. Kind of Like Spitting is the project of Ben Barnett. Birds. You know who plays guitar on that song?
Who?
Robert Pattinson.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's sick. That's so Death Grips.
It is. He's like buddies with Death Grips and like Kind of Like Spitting. It does Billie Eilish ruined searching for this song. Yeah, that's it. But Kind of Like Spitting is in the like indie Midwest emo sphere. Shocker for me. But I don't know as much about Kind of Like Spitting as I should. I just know they're a pretty iconic band in this sphere.
Cool.
Like people love them, and they've got an extensive catalog that can be hard to find sometimes. But they make really, really great stuff, and this song is like one of their iconic ones. It's incredible.
All right, let's check it out. Boom.
Boom.
That was really good. That's the type of Midwest emo I like.
Yeah.
It's like the one meme where it's like dirty guitar tone. Like dusty guitar tone and guy that can't sing that well. And it's great.
He sings so good. He's such a good singer.
He's not, but it's like, he's a good singer for like Midwest emo.
Oh, dude, I got so mad the other day because I saw a meme on Instagram that was like, when the Midwest emo singer can't sing, which is such brain rot fucking content, and my brain is slowly leaking out of my ears. But it was a Captain Jazz song in the background, and it made me so mad because I love his voice so much.
Oh, the voice is like, it's one of those things that you have like. Objectively, they can't sing well, but like.
But objectively, I think it sounds awesome.
But it sounds good because it fits the song.
Yeah, yeah. Did the Commanders just win it? Yep, Commanders just won it. Ooh. Wow. Last second kick. Jaden Daniels drove him down the field.
Would you look at that?
Look at that.
Go Commanders.
Go Commanders.
Actually, go Bills because the Packers lost now.
Go Bills. Yeah. But yeah, no, that's such a good singing performance. Like, it sounds so good.
Yeah.
Like. It's mostly on pitch. It's sick. Yeah. And also really, really excellent guitar playing.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's the...
Guitars, that's the standout. And the strings.
Yeah. Oh, he's so cool. Love that stuff. That's I think Jack showed me that song. So this is such a Jack song.
Yeah. It's a Jack track.
This is an actual Jack track.
Yeah. All right. Any closing remarks?
Let's see. I've been listening. It's Ethel Cain week coming up. We're going to be doing the new we're going to be doing Perverts. I don't know what the random album is yet, but I just listened to Preacher's Daughter for the first time because I hadn't quite seen the Ethel Cain vision.
And now I've heard him listening to American Teenager.
It's so good. It's such a perfect... I sent it to my dad, and I never send my dad music.
It's really good.
It's so good. It's such a perfect... it's such a perfect pop song. Yeah. And, like... She's so cool. Ethel Cain's awesome. I'm very excited to listen to the record. I haven't checked it out yet.
Yeah, that'll be fun. That's what's coming
Check out American Teenager by Ethel Cain.
We've got a little special episode coming up, too.
Yeah, I don't know when we're going to drop that, but we're going to be trying to do a year in review thing where we just kind of go over a lot of our favorites from the year. Yeah. And we haven't quite decided the structure of that yet, but that'll be coming soon, hopefully.
Yeah, look forward to that.
Yeah.
No, it's good to be back on the porch.
It is good to be back.
So, with that, I think we're two dope boys
on a porch.
Signing off.
Signing off.
Peace.